Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back to 5. Rank 5, feeling alive. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yes. That was the song Cynic's Cough. Is this some reality? Yeah.
You asked for it.
Oh, God. It's falling off again. Ah! Alright, midget. No. Get on out of here. Moth Vader. I'll miss you in my life, too. Alright, come on, reality. You're supposed to stay on the other side of the G screen. Woo! Woo! Oh! Oh! Woo! Div shield. Says Aljon. Chugga.
Put this apple on your head.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
I fight.
And I don't even get frozen. Rank 5, ready to die. That's what I'm talking about. Das Biel, that's the attitude I love. Oh yes, shoot her. Your entity. A very good boy.
I fight.
Think you're the aggro deck? I'm the aggro deck, Volk. Manbonds has literally done nothing but watch this stream for the past hour. Oh, freeze me, why don't you? Whoops.
Let me get that.
Let me get that.
Suffer my wrath.
Well played.
Oh! Oh! Avocado expert said Justice Scalia is always like, if you like avocados so much, why don't you marry one? And I'm like, LOL, okay. This guy's a lot of card draw. For now. Should I clear it or should I just hit him in his damn face? To the face! This music is so good.
I serve the Fire Lord.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Oh, someday! You know what I'll be like? Uh-oh, it's a blood smeller. Am I gonna buy any hero portraits? Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll reward ourselves when we hit legend. Just get one. Can you get him with gold? I want one.
Put this apple on your head.
Actually, I'm messing this up. I need to do this right now, and then I get...
Why do you call?
That's what I should have done. Have your spare part. Can't get them with gold, it's cash only, baby. They cost $9.99. Meh. Probably not. So there's something in there where, like, if it were, like, $8, I don't know why. I have no idea why I believe this to be true, but if it were, like, $8, I think that'd actually be cool. Put that. Because the thing about the portraits is that for $10, that might actually be a really good value because they do all the voice acting. There's all these new extra little subtle interactions, like you play a card and they say a specific thing to the specific hero, like all that stuff.
From the void I come.
Hey, catch!
Like, that might be right, but I feel like it's a skin, and most skins are like $7 or $8, right? You know, like, see... See, like, for instance, if there was, like... It's like little psychological things that just make it easier for me. Like, if there's a $4 hero portrait, and a $9 hero portrait, and a $20 hero portrait, I actually feel great. I feel awesome about that. I don't know why. I have no idea why. This is not... Normally I like to talk about things that I've researched that are actually like, data-driven statements, but... No, in this one, I'm just like, I don't know, it feels fine to me.
Let the hunt begin. Your soul shall be mine.
Because that's one thing that sort of makes, like, HOTS pricings feel more fine to me. Like, you know, there's like a 2,000 gold hero and a 4,000 gold hero, a 10,000 gold hero. Chester Ducktail says the video game industry has leaned more towards being as profitable as possible, not leaning towards making a satisfying and constantly evolving, fun, worthwhile experience. Really? Actually, what is this thing doing here? I'm going to kill it. Those don't really feel that different to me. There's certainly really odd discussions in communities about business models as they pertain to video games. Like, here's a really simple example. Do I want to run this guy out right now? Maybe that's okay. I don't know. Okay, so here's an example that people always point to, right? They always point to this. They say, and there's actually one on our games about this right now, that Bethesda. Oh shit. Ooh. Hey, I got a pair. One pair. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. So here's an example. People were talking on our games today about. Dallas says egg was a good play there. You need to slow down. I didn't have mana for the egg, did I? Could swear I didn't have the mana. There's a couple of choices here.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
I think this is the first one. I guess I should have done this first. Do I want to do this now?
Put this apple on your head.
I don't know, LeMayo. Okay, so Jesus, I'm never gonna get this thought out, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, there's the example of like a Call of Duty coming out every year. And there's the discussion on our games today talking about how Bethesda cares really hard about making really good products, and as a result, they have... That was an odd play. Hey, this is a cool one. Yeah. Bethesda doesn't do like Skyrim once a year. Call of Duty games, they do. And that's why the quality of the Bethesda games is in a way higher, etc., etc. The thing that's weird about this line of reasoning is that, you know, I think that there's nothing wrong with saying, you know what? I think that Bethesda makes better games. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a totally acceptable statement. It's totally great. To say that one is greedier than the other
My shield for Argus.
doesn't make a lot of sense. Because I can imagine being an executive at Activision and going, I don't know why people are buying a new Call of Duty every year, but they are.
I wonder.
Let's give it to them. They seem to want it. It's this sort of like paradox of, you know, it kind of feels like the intuitively correct thing that you should spend 4 or 5 years making a game, right? You should spend a long time working on a game because the best ones take about that long. And then when there's the hearing of, wait, wow, they actually... Ooh, that's a good one. And they didn't. Greed seems to be the traditional response that people leap to. But it's also just that people seem to be buying it, right? If people say, oh, we want you to spend 4 or 5 years working on something, that's the best. And when you make something less than that, we will absolutely totally buy it and value it in the exact same way that we value the other thing. It's kind of... That's kind of this weird, struggleful thing to, like, analyze, right?
I let the dogs out.
Well, here's an example of Day 9 TV, right? Like, this is a very tiny, simple example, but, so I'm gonna hit like that, I'm gonna hit like that, I'm gonna hit like that. Oh! And then I'm gonna hit. So, we have a store, where we have a bunch of stuff into store. Oh, perfect. Lovely.
Summon me.
My shield.
But at the end of the day, the thing that people really buy the most of is shirts. And people can say, you know, we want more Day 9 props, you know, can you get, you know, like a hat and a certain, I don't know, fucking... Because a lot of people think of goofy product ideas, like a little figurine of Manfred. Well, I want to buy that. But according to just data, people just buy a lot of shirts. So it's sort of interesting when you compare that qualitative versus what people are actually buying, so...
I wonder.
It seems... I don't know... Someone give me a counter argument to this. Let me throw out an argument, and I want someone to, like, give me a reasonable reply to this. Okay, so here's the argument. It's very hard to be greedy in the game space right now. It's very hard to be greedy in the game space because if I don't like something, for instance, I'm not that interested in buying a hero portrait in Hearthstone, I just won't do it. I just won't buy it. So there's no way for them to be greedy and pull money out of me. I just go to a better game. So someone try to pick that apart. Because I haven't engaged a lot of discussions around this, so I am now eager to.
Into the breach.
I have no time.
Because, like, I think that it's not that I think that there's no problems going on. It's just that specific verbiage that I'm unsure what to do with. It's greed. Because I think that you can make the argument it's a shitty product. Like, for instance, there has been games released. I do have Lethal, right? This is a 4-4. And then it makes it a 10-10. Not quite, is that right? Okay. I'm gonna do this.
Let none survive.
6, 5, 11, 12.
Let none survive.
Yeah, because I mean, I know there's been the discussion about don't pre-order games because they're buggy. I don't pre-order games ever. Did I really miss Lethal? I could have sworn I did not miss Lethal. How would I have been able to break through it? Oh yes, Demons are working for us. See, Polnadian says, I don't think it's that simple. I'm an informed consumer, but the majority of people are not. For example, manipulative mobile games, whoops, it scrolled past, that suck you in and force you to pay an exorbitant amount of cash to progress. See, that's the thing where I'm really torn. Because I do believe that there's a sort of...
Your soul shall be mine!
I do this, right? And then I play the Haunted Creeper first, is that right? Yeah, well, there's this weirdness where... There's a game that just says, you can only play 3 games a day, and then you gotta pay me $1 if you want to play another 3. And I'm just not a fan of that design. And people do buy it. But again, you don't have... There's not one game. There's like so many other games. And this is a way that games are getting competitive advantages. Because, you know, they look at that game that has that mechanic and they say, you know what? We're going to make a game that doesn't have that punishing of a thing. See, KDL0422 says, greedy would be $10 for a skin. Not many people go for it. Not greedy would be $2. Everyone buys it. It's just the use of the word greed I don't get, because they'll probably make a lot less money at certain price points, right? Because if it's just an evaluation of... Because people are evaluating, that feels like too much money to me. Therefore, something greedy must be going on. But if it feels like too much money to a wide group of people, then less people are buying. So it's actually less money happening. So greed is not... Greed can't be the evaluation in this. Right?
Perhaps.
Oh, perhaps, says Neo-Puritan. It says things they're not greedy from an individual perspective, they are greedy to the community. They have data on how the community performs and use that to make the most profit regardless of how individuals might experience it. I don't know what that means. I truly do not know what that means. Like, I think $10 is a little too much for a portrait. I'm not gonna buy it. Just not gonna do it. Let's see here. Just as, here's the argument. The publisher is the one with the deep pockets, calls the shots on what developers focus their time and energy on. After about a year and a half, let's say, they tell them to start working on something else, and even if the product sells for improvement, peer pressure can influence people to make purchases they wouldn't otherwise. Literally comes out with a new one, you almost have to jump on the bandwagon because all your friends are there. Now, do I run out the Knife Juggler first? Or the Haunted Creeper? I guess I'm just gonna do this. See, Super Nothing says, I think video games are heading into a renaissance, where it's not so much about how much you make from your product, more so how you feel about your product. It's not that it's being greedy, it just feels like you're shelling out a product because people ask for it. Fan service is becoming really big, and I think people are starting to prefer video games to like... See, here... That's actually... Okay, so this is an argument that I actually have... Here is something that I have a lot of data on. Here's something that I do believe a lot. I believe pretty strongly in the value of being good to your community. Like, I think that, for instance, in terms of the financial relationship between me and you, there's just not a huge number of avenues for you to give me money. It's just... Guys, we are kicking ass in this game. okay, so maybe this is the argument. Maybe the argument is not that companies are being greedy. It's that they're pricing things in a way that is making...
Get in there and fight, maggot!
That is making their communities concerned and uncomfortable. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. I think, like, I sort of mentioned this a few times earlier. I think my issue is just with the use of the word greed, because it just doesn't make sense.
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan.
I think it's just with the use of the word
Shall be
greed.
mine. Your soul shall suffer.
Warlock. So I want to do this. Probably that. Right? Yeah, because I think, like, so much of it is perceptual, right? Like, I want to be... If I'm a company, I want to be looked at favorably and have people support me and for me to support the community, because things will go wrong. Like, here's just a fact of life. I don't care how well-intentioned you are as a company, things will just go wrong. Like, take Valve. I think Valve is a... Alright, this is the right way. I think Valve is a spec-fucking-tacular company. Love Valve. And they did that misstep with the paid mods. And I'm fine with that, because they do so many other things that make me go, damn, nice work. That I'm now okay with this. I want to do this first. Ah.
Put this apple on your head.
I didn't want to run the risk of shooting the guy, but I guess that would have been better because I would have had another thing. Ghost Stalker says, do you think that this is more of a perception problem of how often money is acquired, or how money is acquired from the user, rather than the actual evaluation of price versus value? This could be a problem with the word greed. Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's absolutely that. I think it is absolutely... I think we do
My
this.
shield for Argus.
Because, like, for instance, mugs. Mugs are ridiculously cheap to make. Like, incredibly cheap to make. Like, cents. And
Why do you call?
paying, I don't know,
My shield.
$5 to $10 in that range, people do all the time. Do I want to silence this? I think I maybe just do, right? So if I'm silencing it, I should live tap. I think I did this oddly.
Suffer my wrath.
Man, whatever. I got Dr. Boom in my hand. I'm the fucking bomb. Fuck it. Into the face. Funby Nibby says, "Is it me or are there lags?" Yeah, I think it's you. I'm not seeing any drop frames. Although I have been seeing drop frames.
You call now.
Alright, so I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna hit, and I'm gonna hit, and I'm gonna play this in between, and then I'm gonna hit like that. Oh, so True Boy says, you know, suppose you have a portrait at $10 and 20 people buy it, earning the devs $200. But if you price it at 11 and 19 people buy it, the companies earn $9 more, but now there's one less person enjoying the product. They have effectively sacrificed consumer happiness for a monetary gain. So that's a nice sounding argument, but it's not actually a robust argument. Because, I mean, the general point of like, what if less people are happy? That I completely get. And I would put it more as a what if. And we're starting to see evidence that people are kind of unhappy. Sort of, you know, if you look at the data out on forums, discussions, that sort of thing. But, you know, we could take the exact same argument that, you know, 19 people bought it, but they're actually enjoying the product more. They're valuing it more because it costs more. Which is actually a true thing. Yay!
Gul'dan versus Uther.
I will fight with honor. Your soul.
Because there's a
shall
weird
be
thing about
mine.
human psychology where things that are pricey, they tend to value a lot. So here's a really cool example. When Grey Goose came out, they looked at all the sort of price ranges of vodka. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I'm gonna make it up. There's like $5 quality vodka, $10 quality vodka, $20 quality vodka, and so on up the chain. And it went all the way up to like, I don't know, $50 a vodka, and they looked at the quality of their vodka, and it was not at the top. I think it was something like in the $10 to $20 range. So they priced it at like $150.
Shields off. Red alert.
And paradoxically, this caused a skyrocketing
As you command.
in the value of the product. Like, it's skyrocketing. Like, they made so friggin' much money.
Not on my watch.
No! It can't be! Alright, well, let's try to do it.
Why do you call?
Yes!
Get in there, fight, maggot.
Come on. Oh, that was perfect. So yeah, I mean, I think the general sentiment of... Here's, I think, is a more robust argument that I think seems to be the case. The way that things are being priced is starting to piss people off. Because I guess there's this issue where if everyone's pricing their stuff in a frustrating way and it feels like you have no alternative, that would be annoying, wouldn't it?
Reporting for duty.
This is cool.
As you command. Sever my wrath.
Hey, catch! Shoot her! Don't shoot her.
I come.
This is interesting. Okay, so
Put this apple on your head.
I suppose my position's probably softening a little bit on the... Ooh. Oh my god, I'm gonna plode these imps. I'm gonna plode these imps so hard! Yes, hit me! Yeah. Okay, so I've gotten a chance to think about my argument a little bit. And as you'll notice, it is changing through the course of this conversation. Ah.
Reporting for
As
duty.
all discussions should go. I always hate having a conversation with someone who does not let their understanding and opinion of a topic evolve over time. I really dislike the hell out of that. I'm actually not going to run this out, I think. Actually, I could... too good. Okay, so I think more of my thought is I really dislike the use of the word greed because I think that it is misleading. It's a misleading phrase. It also demonstrates a misunderstanding of how money works, which is that no one actually has to buy this stuff. Like no one's making anyone buy any of these products, so you know.
The light protects me.
Oh, we're a little light on the HPs, aren't we? So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go 01. We have enough space here. And I'm gonna do one of these. Bang! I'm gonna do this, I think.
My shield for Argon.
Yeah, Lord Kier, I think, yeah, says greed makes every business seem like they're absolutely nothing but milking money out of you, huh, Day9 TV? Yeah, I mean, it's this sort of thing. Like, you know, I looked at a mug, and it was $7, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy that mug. And I'm not like, oh, these greedy these monsters. I hate how greedy this is. Because what I do is, you know, if I thought that, I'd just buy a different mug. But at the same time, the counter side to that is that it's really interesting to see. And of course, now as I'm taking the time to think a little bit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes! We didn't miss lethal! Holy shit, we hit rank 4. Bam! Oh, a Demon Zoo. Strong deck, Demon Poo. Zappa, it says 15-year-olds do not buy mugs. Choose another analogy.
I will fight with honor. Your
That's
soul
good.
shall be mine.
Do I want the other Argent Squire? I think I'm gonna pitch it and go for some little higher value. Like a Vyod color.
The light protects me.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I mean, this is especially interesting to me because I am working on a game that will be free to play. Oh, that's good. Casanova says, do you think people consider this greed because there's no alternative product in Hearthstone to choose instead? I don't think so. I think people are evaluating this just on a basis of, like, I looked at it and I felt this way at the end. Which, even though I made a little funny voice, I think is in no way incorrect or unfair evaluation. I think Hearthstone is an incredibly good value. Like, unbelievably good value. I believe it's pretty strong. And I've spent $650 on this game. The amount of joy I have experienced is mighty on this game. That's fine. I think I have a live tap coming on.
The light protects me.
This is turning out to be a very sick card in this. Like, okay, here is okay. I'm gonna call out a company as being one of the most amazing companies at just being great to their community. Just fucking awesome. Actually, I'm gonna have you guess. I think this company is fucking amazing.
Tiny. Why do you fall?
This is best. This is one of the best. I love their product. They get community shit really well. Come on. Dude, Wizards of the Coast. Wizards of the Coast. Fucking awesome. Love Wizards of the Coast so much. It's a 3/3. Does that mean it gets to stay alive? I love Wizards of the Coast. Ghost. A scary coast.
Why do you fall?
Like Wizards, like when I think about what I'm buying with Wizards of the Coast products. Well, actually, I know largely the Magic the Gathering side. Actually, to be honest, I don't know much about them beyond that, but quite a bit about Wizards of the Coast in terms of just regular good old community stuff and like I mean, first of all, what they make, new cards. I have spent thousands of dollars on Magic the Gathering products, like thousands, and I am thrilled to have done it on all of it. It's a great mix of like cosmetic and content and event. I mean, it's just awesome. I love. Oh yeah, and they invited me to the Community Cup a while back. And they like got us to sit down with like the people that work on Magic the Gathering like online to talk about Magic the Gathering online, and we're so transparent and straightforward. They were like, yeah, we want to be like a lot better. There's just, we had to rebuild all this stuff to make sure that we could make changes, because it was really hard to make changes on the old engine with so many new cards coming in, because we have to make sure that all these legacy interactions keep working, and just trying to maintain that was tough. And even though the new Magic the Gathering Online client might not be the most beautiful thing in the world, it's going to give us the flexibility to be able to add to it and to improve on it. And I was just like, Jesus, that is a really straightforward thing to say to the community members. Wow. Because, I mean, like, I can completely imagine a company being like, we recognize your frustration and we thank you for your continued support. Instead, they just told us what was up. And now I'm like, oh, well, huh. I'm odd. I like to shit on the interface of the old Magic the Gathering Online, but I don't actually really mind that much. I like playing Magic, and it lets me play Magic, and I'm like, alright, cool. So I wasn't the one asking that. They just sort of said it. I think Wizards of the Coast is unbelievable. Just unbelievable company. I think Mark Rosewater is a genius. He is so smart. Such great people there, man. No, don't do it. You've done it now. I think I'm just gonna... Who do you attack now? Ha 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 ha. Lord Curious says, I'm not sure the new Magic online interface. Is it good? Worth getting into? It's fine. It lets you play Magic. I'm used to the turn ordering going down, but there it goes left to right. Go, Marine Lord, you're meching, therefore I support you. Oh! Hit me. Shoot him once. Yeah, shoot him twice. Yeah.
Back to work.
Back to work. Armora. Oh, that was a pretty cool discussion. It's my favorite style of magic. I like mid-range. I just like the cool mid-range ones. Like, I sort of am known for my love of insane combos in this game, but I think the thing that I really like is when there's many little combos. Ow. Oh, what a fucking monster. Okay, who do we want to keep alive here? Oops.
My shield for Argus.
This deck is good. I love blue. I love blue. Yeah. I love blue shirts. I love brightly colored shirts. That's what I really like.
Let the pain.
Any stories from recording the season of Spellslingers? Only one notable one that comes to mind immediately, which is that, holy shit, the crew on Spellslingers is fucking amazing. Oh my god, they're amazing. Oh, Jesus, they're so good. Fuck, they're awesome.
I fight.
To the breach.
I mean, just fast. Fast as fuck. Unbelievably professional, organized, they miss nothing. And relaxed. And that's the one thing that is really hard to have with these other three things. I'm sure... I don't know if anyone's ever mentioned this, but like when I tend to work with people on stuff, like at events, I'm pretty intense. When, you know, things are like, Sean, you're gonna go on, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, and I'm like, alright, cool, what about that? No, that's not what I'm asking. Tell me about that thing. I get very, very
I can take the hit.
like focused. I wanna like really be in the zone. Not the fucking Spellslingers crew, man. They're like, that's great, yeah, absolutely. Right, yeah, no. Let's do this. Just super fucking awesome and always. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost. Number 9, so divine.
My shield
I
for
fight.
Argus.
As you command.
Ace Corey says, my 12-month-old cheers and claps every time you get excited and go, ooh, she mimics you all the time. What about this? Is she doing this now? Is she doing this now?
I can take the hit.
I promise I'll be able to take the hit, I assure you. Hit me. Alk, bro. What up? We're doing the climb, man. The demon poo. The games are fast, the win rate is high. Maybe we're gonna go demon poo all the way up and up. I don't know. No, sadly. Oh. What about this? What if I do this? What if I like pinch my nipples really hard? What's your 12-month-old do? Oh, that feels so good. What's your 12-month-old doing right now, Ace the Corgi? Oh! Oh, it hurts a little bit. One tear streaks down my face. I love it. What's your 12-year-old doing? 12-month-old doing? Don't tell me about your 12-month-old. Oh, that was a great success. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Damn. This is... Oh man, that is very funny. I'm gonna hit here. I'm gonna hit here. Run out this one. And this one. And this one. Hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him. Is this a, did I just lose a sub? I'm sorry, Ace the Corgi. I hope you found that funny. And not just like wildly offensive. I might have to block the stream from her from now on. Oh, rats. Oh, God. I did that because I was hoping it would create an influx of subscribers, thereby satiating my unquenchable greed. With the exception of Diviner. Hello, Diviner. Nagel says, maybe the weirdest I have seen yet from day 9. Just disturbing. Okay, that's good. I like being a little silly every now and again. We're gonna get the owl off the top. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Colt with the easy win. Got him. Woo! We are a lot and a little. We are screeching up the ladder. It looks like Demon Poo might be our ticket. I am going to go get lunch. It's 1:19. I should be back around 2 p.m. I will be streaming a lot. We'll be back in about 40 minutes. We're on a break. Let's listen to some great music, shall we?